What's going on, guys? We're actually going to switch to the screen to start off. I don't even need these. Good morning, Dustin, Daily Grind Fantasy. Today we are going to be doing our morning value stream. Yesterday's morning value did not hit different, but nonetheless, we're going to be doing it again. The process stays the same. Got some solid UFC plays that we'll talk about here in just a little bit. I know some people don't like waiting till Saturday to play them, but if you don't get the value in now, value will probably be bumped, and you won't have any plays for Saturday's UFC card. So I think we're going to have at least one UFC card or a slip. But nonetheless, how we doing in chat? Maze is in here. Robin Jones Jr. is in here. Got my Duncan just in time for this. Let's go. David, what up, baby? If you guys are coming in here, make sure you guys are hitting the like button because it really does help us out every time on our videos, our live streams. Sano is calling this the Daily Dustin stream. I still have it as morning value stream with Dustin. So let me know. The Daily Dose of Dustin stream here. I don't know what's going on with my eyes right now, but it feels like there's something in them. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in to my morning live stream, as well as, our normal DGF streams. I think Matt announced this stream yesterday, so you guys tune into that. It should be shortly after me. Ready for PrizePicks to drop some Wnba props. Looks like some props are dropping. They got some points up here, but gonna need a little bit more than that. Can't wait for some combo squares with Wnba. I already trademarked the Daily Dustin for you. It's got to stick now, huh? All right. We're going to get started kind of right now. If you guys don't have any of the apps you see to my right or my left, use code DGF on PrizePicks, Underdog, ParlayPlay, VividPicks, BoomPicks, Thrive Fantasy. Use code DUSTIN for JockMKT, Sleeper, and Sports Battle. If you guys don't have those three and you use code DUSTIN and you send me a screenshot on Twitter, I'll go ahead and get you into the Daily Grind Fantasy Premium Picks Discord, basically our VIP Discord. You can get in for free. All you have to do is use code DUSTIN on those three apps. Send me a screenshot of you doing so, and I will go ahead and send you an invite. If you're not following me on Twitter, at SportsByDustin on Twitter, drop a follow there, and yeah. I tweet more slips, talk more plus EV betting, of course, on Twitter. All right, let's go ahead, hop over to the optimizer. So here we are. Got the optimizer up. Sorry, technical difficulties on the other side. All right, we're gonna hit a refresh. Parker says caught the points value last night in WNBA. Hell yeah, let's go. I'm honestly going to start this off with a UFC slip. If you guys don't want to tail this slip, that's fine, but you're missing out on good value. Don't ask me to pronounce these names. I don't know. We're going to go to fight time. We're just going to look at it like this. Fight time. Michael. Okay, wait. I just said I wasn't going to pronounce the names, and here I am. So, hear me out. Chitty and Michael. That's what we're going to call them. And Chitty's probably wrong. But I got to find them here on the screen. All right, so it's underneath Michael, let's say. It's going to be over 7.5 fight time, so over 1.5 rounds. Sportsbook line DraftKings has this set to 2.5. They have it favored to go under 2.5, but this this one full round discrepancy in UFC really moves the needle, still giving us a 66.19% odds to hit. Like I said, if you're not playing this value now, you're probably going to miss out on a bunch of value. And if you trying to wait closer to Saturday, Garrett Armfield and Toshimi. Armfield and Toshimi, that's going to be over 2 Sportsbook line set to 2.5 rounds. So a 0.5 round discrepancy. Fernie and Raina. We're going to get into some juicier stuff, some MLB and everything in just 1 second, but I want to go ahead and build out this slip. So Fernie and Raina to go over 1 round. Waldo Cortez. Let's see, was that? That's over 2.5, so minus 150, minus 155 juice. No discrepancy as far as the line. Actually, I lied. It looks like this. Did PrizePicks bump this up? I think they did. I think they did. So yeah, so scratch that for now. Yeah, because that would be 14, or it would be 12.5 fight time. So scratch that. Spawn and Anthony Smith over 1. Yep, so that's still the same. And then we have JJ Aldrich versus Na Lang over 2. Boom. So that's a 5 flex right there for the UFC card. If you guys like, sometimes you have to look up the second name in order for it to pop up. Yeah, the UFC plays and how they list it is kind of weird. But that's a PrizePicks slip right there for the UFC card this Saturday, August 26th. If you don't get this value in, as you can see, we just seen a play get bumped. You will miss it more than likely. Some of these plays might stay the same, but nonetheless, it's a good chance that these lines get bumped closer to the sportsbook lines. Like you've seen that other play get bumped past the sportsbook line, actually, because of how much juice sportsbooks have on the over of that round, or that over 2.5 rounds. So I will scroll down on this one here and give you the other 2 names. Rinya over. Ryan Spawn over. JJ over. So all these were over. All right. Ryan Spawn and JJ Aldrich were the last 2 Mays, both over. Okay, so that's a UFC slip. Now let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of building out some slips here. We're going to go ahead and take off UFC just because we just built out our slip using the value we had. Next, what was I going to say? Hit the like button if you guys haven't hit the like button yet. 51 people, only 10 likes, guys. Come on here. You know that's how we get paid around here. Hit the like button now. All right. We have some MLB combo props that are good. We have another combo or another prop right here. Let's go ahead and build out a slip. Let's go ahead and build out a slip. We'll throw in some, I know people are here for MLB. We'll throw in some League of Legends if we need to make this plus EV if we have to. But I think we might be able to build out an all MLB flip here. Corbin Burns, under 41.5. Pitcher fantasy score. If we look here, who do we have? What book is this? So Caesars is coming in at 38.9. So 2.6 fantasy score off compared to what Corbin Burns would be on PrizePicks. So PrizePicks is a little bit more aggressive. If we take the even lines for the props that make up pitcher fantasy score on Caesars, and they had a fantasy score market, this is what we would get. 38.9 projected fantasy score. So we'll take the under of Corbin Burns, Savale, and Gomber. Let's go ahead and add Savale. Now, I did play this already, but still a good play. I played this earlier in my PrizePicks video I posted on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube, which is the YouTube channel you're watching. If you're just tuning in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We post prize picks and other videos. We post plus EV betting content, helping you guys learn how to become profitable sports bettors. But if we look a little bit more into Savale and Austin Gomber, right? Savale favored to go over 5.5. Gomber listed at 4 on PrizePicks, but is set to 4.5 on the sportsbook. So 5.5 and 4.5 does not add up to 9.5. Therefore, this is off in comparison to those numbers on the sportsbooks. Now, I know there is some juice on the under of 4.5. There's some juice on the over of 5.5 for Savale, and it's off by 0.5. So, solid play to add into our slip. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. That's 2. Those are 55.16 and 55.13. So we have some wiggle room to come on down. Freddie Freeman and Jose Ramirez are plus EV in a 5-pick flex as well. So above that 54.34% that we're needing. I think we just add Kevin Gosman and this Yelich Correa square. Gosman is still there. So Gosman over 1.5 walks allowed, solid play. Good juice on the over of 1.5, 54.33%. Minus 130, minus 150, minus 145. So close to this minus 145 number, minus 142 average juice to go over that number. So we want to play that at PrizePicks on PrizePicks in this 5-pick flex that we're getting at minus 119 implied odds. And then let's add Yelich and Correa. Yelich and Correa over 3 hits, runs, RBIs. And I actually kind of like that because when we look at this, we have, where is it? We have Corbin Burns on the under of pitcher fantasy score. So hopefully if Corbin Burns is going under 41.5 pitcher fantasy score, maybe Yelich is doing some of that, or sorry, not Yelich, maybe Carlos Correa is doing some of that damage against Corbin Burns not having his best day pitching, and Carlos Correa does good. Maybe his teammates are doing good behind him, giving him some more runs, or they're getting on base, being able to give him some RBIs. Therefore, going against that pitcher fantasy score that we're going to be taking the under of Corbin Burns. So it's a little bit correlated, not crazy correlation, but a little correlated. Corbin Burns under 41.5 pitcher fantasy score. Savale and Austin Gomber over 9.5 pitching strikeouts. Freddie Freeman, Jose Ramirez over 4 hits, runs, RBIs. Gosman over 1.5 walks allowed. Yelich, Correa over 3 hits, runs, RBIs. Hey, look, it's Fat Finger McGee. There's TJ in the chat. TJ is currently mad at me, guys, because I guess yesterday on our afternoon live stream, where it's normally me, Matt, TJ, or some sort of those 3 that we do together, not just my own live stream like I'm doing now. We had a play that I thought hit, but apparently I fat-fingered one of the plays in it, and that was the play that everybody else did not have, so I do apologize. There's a little hair floating in front of my camera. TJ, I am sincerely sorry to absolutely fucking nobody. Should have been better. Should have fat-fingered, buddy. Sorry, don't know what to tell you. Get smoked. Optimizer smoked us yesterday. I can't see exactly what the rest of that says. But yeah. No, I apologize for obviously I was literally controlling the stream, so I don't know how nobody called me out that I hit the wrong over under. Maybe some people got it because they were looking at the stream. AJ Lindsay, what up? Yeah. So sorry about that. But nonetheless, somebody says we got smoked by the Optimizer yesterday. I didn't have the best Taco Tuesday myself. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to keep playing the plus EV plays. I'm still going to be plugging and chugging here on the Optimizer. I'm managing my bankroll. I'm doing everything correctly for math to go ahead and math. Now, we just got to be on the right side of variance. And yesterday, I will say, seems like I was on the right side of variance with that fat finger. So sometimes you got to get a little lucky. Would you double up on these combo props if already used them? Not necessarily, which is kind of why I didn't enter this slip myself. I didn't want to go ahead because I've already played this Yelich, Freeman, and Savale play. But I wanted to go ahead and build out a good MLB slip for you guys to play if you have not played these. I am not going to double up on them myself. But this Gausman play and Burns play, it's a really good play that if you guys have already played those other combo squares, I'm down to go ahead and build out a new slip without these combo squares because I want to go ahead and get Corbin Burns in. I want to go ahead and get that Gausman play before Gausman eventually gets bumped and Burns gets bumped. Or Gausman's going to get removed and Burns will get bumped. I'm sure that's exactly how this will go. So I'm going to go ahead and build out one more. Wnba Tragic says, I don't know. So we still only have points props. And at the moment, there's nothing really. So I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and build out a slip, not using those combo props for us that we've already used. Might be able to play these two combo props that I have not used yet. 53.89, 53.93 with 54.33 and 55.16. Here, let me go ahead and do some math, and I'll show you guys kind of if I am like kind of in question about what percentage, my average fair odds percentage is going to be in my individual legs. I'll kind of use this calculator. So like we see Corbin Burns is 55.16. Boom. And then our next play is going to be Gausman, 53.33. Then our next play is going to be Judge and Lane, which is 53.93. And then the next one's going to be 53.89. So 53.93. And then 53.89. And we'll see what our average, so 54.07. So we need it to be above 54.34%. Let's see if we can snag a play here at the top and get this above that. I'm not sure if this is going to be able to move it exactly. Or we could maybe, depending on what, let's look at this. So Vladdy on PrizePicks. This is the game he's set to 1.5, so it's easy to tell that this is going to be an over. Let me go ahead and add these MLB plays real quick. Judge, we're going to be taking the under 3.5, and then Green, it was the over of 3.5 there. So, and then we can go ahead and find some correlation possibly. If not, we might be taking Vladdy over 1.5 direct comparison to two other books. But if one of these two are both in that same game, then I'm down to go ahead and take the two of them and make it a 6 flex. Then Vosky is set to, okay, so we will be taking the over of 2. So yeah, let's make this a 6 flex with some League of Legends, and that will certainly take us above, adding those two plays above our fair odds percentage we're needing at 55.67 for both of those. And we get positive correlation, taking 2 overs in League of Legends. 55, oops, 0.67 was that? My memory's shot. 55.67, 55.67. Boom, 54.6% average fair odds percentage on each individual legs for that slip. So that's Kevin Gausman, Corbin Burns, and then we have Lane and Judge combo square under 3.5 hits, runs, RBIs. MLB. Then Green, Riley Green, and Nico Horner over 3.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Then we have our 2 League of Legends plays. Now make sure you guys are entering in the correct League of Legends plays. It's going to be the game against KC over 1.5 for Vladdy, and then Vostny over 2 kills as well. Positive correlation, and I believe mid and bot lane are good to have together on a team because I don't know. I think TJ, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's even better correlation, having those 2 together as they work together, something like that in League of Legends. Nonetheless, still taking 2 overs on the same team in the same matchup is going to be positive correlation, and that's going to be a 6-man play here on PrizePicks. 25x attempt. Is 54.33. Oh, okay. So look at me. Look at me sucking at freaking typing in. So still, even better of a play, right? To get above that. Even if you took out one of those plays, it would still be plus EV. If we take out both, that's almost plus EV at 54. So you could have added one that was closer to 54ish, but love where we got some positive correlation in League of Legends to make it a 6-man. We could have took just Vladdy and still made that a 5-man slip, but why do that when we have the positive correlation taking the 2? So I like that. Iced coffee is done for the morning. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, I'm going to come back to PrizePicks. We're going to see if we can snipe some value elsewhere. And holy moly, do we have some value here on Underdog. And I think we'll actually be able to, I think we might be able to middle this Vostny play. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I might take these top 5 plays right here. So Luis Ortiz, under 4 strikeouts. We'll go ahead and check that out kind of on the middling tool as well. I'm going to quickly build this out. ACD for Mako Esports, under 2.5. And then Voxney. It's going to be under 2.5 kills against Carmine Corp. So I think that was exactly... Yep, so we're going to be middling that. If he lands on 2, we win both. I'm down for that. So that is Luis Ortiz, under 4 strikeouts. ACD, so there's not really any ACD under 2 against Carmine Corp, under 2.5 against Carmine Corp, and then Devosny under 2.5 against Carmine Corp. So it seems like Carmine Corp is a wagon of a team. We're taking 2 unders in 2 different matchups, 2 different players against them. So under 2.5 for ACD, and then Voskny, we are middling at 2.5 on the under on Underdog, and then we took the over on PrizePicks just a second ago in the same matchup. So lands on 2, we push on PrizePicks, we win on Underdog. If lands on 3, obviously we're going to lose part of our slip on PrizePicks. The good news is if that happens, if it lands on 3, we'll win our slip on PrizePicks, but we'll lose on Underdog. If it lands on 1, we win our slip on Underdog. We might lose on PrizePicks. Good news is PrizePicks slip could still be alive, right? Being a 6 flex, we go 5 of 6. We still can win our 2x. But this Luis Ortiz play, I wanted to look at that just a little bit more and explain to you guys why that's a good play. Oops, let me check this real quick. Okay, So you can get that Luis Ortiz play on a couple different DFS apps in general. It looks like, but nonetheless, they have this even line, basically even line. These are all minus money on the under of 3.5. So there still might be some slight juice on the over of 3.5, but you get this at 4. Would need 5. Luis Ortiz would need to go 5 strikeouts in order to beat you here on Underdog. So it's a really, really good slip on Underdog. If you guys don't have Underdog already, you guys need to get it. It's one of the premier DFS apps out there. You can use code DGF when signing up for any of these apps, essentially. Or on Sports Battle and ParlayPlay and Sleeper, you guys can use code DUSTIN on this side. For any of those, for 100% deposit match. All these other apps on this side, this side, use code DGF. You'll get 100% deposit match, guys. Use code Dustin. Send me a screenshot on Twitter, and I will go ahead and get you guys into the VIP Discord for DGF. I'll go ahead and get you guys set up with that. Now, let's go ahead and check out some more value across these DFS apps. ParlayPlay also has Luis Ortiz. We got some other stuff going on here. Might be able to get some positive correlation. Hang on. Let me see if we can cook up a positive correlation League of Legends slip here on ParlayPlay Prime. So Prime against IW. We have the over, and then Orbit. So he's on Orbit Anonymous. Then let's look at Royson over 2.5. Or sorry, we're not going to be taking Prime. I lied. Don't take Prime. Totally cancel that. He was an under. We don't want an under and overs. If we're going to be correlating here, we might need to take Royson and Niramane over 2.5, as long as that's the same matchup. So Royson versus IW, boom. And then, how do I pronounce it? An E. Niramane over, yeah. So positive correlation taking the 2 overs. I believe you can do this on ParlayPlay. I might be wrong. I keep getting confused on all of these apps on how they're changing their correlation. Then we have 610, so we're gonna just try it. 610 over 2.5, and then it looks like another one from Mako Esports. We need an over if we can. No, so we don't have it. All right, nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and take that prop for 610. I think we did go over this yesterday. I feel like we can't. Oh, that's actually coming up. So 610 over. So we got 3 overs. We got Bobby Witt Jr. under 11.5 hitter fantasy score. Add that in. And then we need one more play. I've already played this ferret play. MYR. Yeah, I'm going to take this MYRWN play under 3.5. Good. So that's if enterable. Let's see. As far as the optimizer, if that's what you're talking about, we are working on everything as far as these League of Legends slips go. Unfortunately, randomly there's these multiple matchups a day, one map, same teams going about it. So it's something that we're working on though. Nonetheless, just trying to double check 610. Make sure we can enter this. Because like I said, this correlation could be, I could be remembering this incorrectly. So that was the over on Royson, over on Niramane, over on 610, under on Myron, and then the under on Bobby Witt. Let's see if that's going to let us enter. No, you cannot select more than one person on an esports team. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of Nairman. We're going to take Roizen. We'll get rid of Nairman. We'll take Roizen. Or actually, you know what? We're just taking one. Actually, no, I like this. I like this better. 2 books. We got 2 books in supporting this line. So we're going to go ahead and take Roizen over. We're going to keep the rest of it. We took out Nairman, and now we need one more play. We're going to go ahead and refresh. I know, Kevin. We're working on it, brother. And then we are going to add, I might go with something that I don't have yet. I'm going to add Severino under 5 strikeouts. All right, so that's what we did. That's a slip right there. So, Roizen over 2.5 kills. 610 for Mako Esports over 2.5 kills. Bobby Witt Jr. under 11.5. Myron under 3.5. And then we have, and this is a 5-pick insured slip, guys. We have Luis Severino under 5 strikeouts. That's slip. So you can't really positively correlate on ParlayPlay with League of Legends now. Unless you could find an over and an under on teams that going up against each other, right? Jay brings up a good point. So, for ParlayPlay, slide the line. The only way that you are able to use this slide the line, well, it's once a day, $10 minimum a day, or $10 minimum on that slip, or maximum on that slip. But the stat has to be 7 or more. So, like, let me go to MLB. Hopefully I can be able to find you. So, let's see if anybody strikeouts. So, like, Tariq Skubal at 6, we can't slide his line. But if he was at 7 strikeouts, I'm just using this because the stat is above 7, we would be able to slide the line in either direction. So the stat for whatever it is has to be over 7. See, like, can't slide the line on these rebounds, but 8.5 can slide the line. So that's why you can't do it on every single prop, right? And the higher your the number is, the more it'll adjust. Like CS:GO, like 40 kills, we can get a full kill discrepancy. But like, let's see if we have somebody with lower kills, what it's gonna give us. So that still gives us a full kill discrepancy. It's easier in like NBA, I guess. Or let me see if we can find it in WNBA. 20 points, you get a full point, and then so here's a good example. So if it's a low stat like 8.5 points, you only get a 0.5 difference. But a higher stat like 20 points, you get a full point discrepancy. So it's a couple things you can use it with, like MLB. I don't know if there's any up here, but like, something you can also take advantage of is like pitching outs. I feel like being able to slide the line to get it at the end of an inning. Obviously if they're favored to go over 15.5 pitching outs already, and you can get it at 15 at the end of the inning, that might give you some push potential value and save a slip. Something I've not really experimented with or like thought about math wise is like pitches, like pitching, like pitches, I guess. I don't know how else to explain that necessarily, but pitches thrown, I guess. Like if James Italian is at 92 and you can slide it up to 95.5, I'm not quite sure the value and how much that moves the needle, but essentially there's some value there to be had. I just haven't. We've not done the math. I don't think necessarily on that for the slide the line parlay play. Tariq Skubal set to 6 right now. Luis Ortiz still at 4. Really good play on the under of 6 for Tariq Skubal. Let me see. Is this on PrizePicks? Yes, so it is. So the sportsbooks have adjusted. The under of 5.5 is like almost favored, if not like the even line um, for this. So let's go ahead and we're gonna select all, and then we're gonna take out UFC because we've already built out that UFC slip. Oh, we got a new. All right, we gotta cook. We gotta cook. Skubal under 6.5 strikeouts. We have Reynolds and Paul Goldschmidt under 4 hits, runs, RBIs. So some new stuff has popped up. I'm gonna try and get us some props in here that we have not had already. I might actually. For this slip, I'm going to go ahead and reuse this Riley Green Horner slip just because it's maybe some positive correlation with Skubal going up against them. I'm going to take Bo Bichette under 0.5 runs and Dalton Varsho under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. All right, they've removed Bichette's runs. Hold on, let me see. All right, so these are so high up there. We can go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take Oscar Gonzalez over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Boom. So that's a slip right there. Skubal under 6 pitcher strikeouts. Sorry, and then Brian Reynolds, Paul Goldschmidt over or under 4 hits, runs, RBIs. Horner and Riley Green over 3.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Varsho under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Gonzalez over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And boom. As it should have been, Tariq Skubal. Hopefully some of you guys were able to get that in. I don't know if you did. Skubal should not have been set to 5.5. If you missed it, you can still get it on ParlayPlay right now at 6. Not sure if it's on Underdog. Let's see. Nope, 5.5. Hopefully some of you guys got that in. Man, it would have been nice to get this kind of double correlation. Varsho and Bichette, both unders. Would have been nice. They were quick to remove Bichette. Yeah, so they don't have his runs there. Real quick, let me look at some of these other apps. Okay. Let's go ahead and build out a slip here on JockMKT. If you don't have JockMKT, you can use code DUSTIN and you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. It is only on phone right now. But let's go ahead and lock this in. Bregman is favored on the under of 1.5. I'm hoping this is here. Okay, nope. They've removed it. Yeah, okay, so these have been removed. All good, all good. We're a little late to some value over here. We're looking to get some value here. All good. Oh my gosh. All right, my camera's down. I'm in shambles now, guys. If you guys can still hear me, awesome. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and I've been live for about 40 something minutes. I'm actually gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'm sorry that my camera just went down. I apologize. I'm not sure what the heck happened with it, but nonetheless, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. It's gonna be Thursday. We'll be back at it in the morning. I do appreciate you guys, though. Sorry, the ending was kind of abrupt with the camera going out, but in order for me to get it fixed and stuff for another few minutes of the stream, it's just not going to be able to be worth it. That's all, guys. Appreciate you guys. Use code DUSTIN on those 3 apps. Use code DGF on the others. 7-day free trials linked in the description below for the optimizer. Try it out yourself. You won't be disappointed, and we'll see you in the next one.